Hello and welcome to another edition of Overtime on the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Brightwell on the M Club room in the Anthony Penny Hardaway Hall of Fame on the University of Memphis campus. Tiger baseball is on a roll. Softball went to Hawaii and picked up a ranked win. Both men's and women's basketball teams are nearing the end of the regular season, and women's tennis continues to impress. We've got a lot to go over, so let's get started. After Xavier spoiled the Tigers' win streak on Tuesday, Memphis got back to action in conference play over the weekend in Orlando, trying to stay undefeated in Conference USA against UCF. Tigers put themselves in a hole early in the first half as the Knights took a 10-point lead only 6 minutes into play, but three-point shooting from Chris Crawford got the Tigers back in the game, and the Tigers led 34-29 at the half. Crawford was 3 for 3 from behind the arc in the first. In the second half, despite UCF tying the game up with 15:47 to play, they would never take another lead in the game, and Memphis stretched its lead to as much as 13. UCF was unable to make another run over the final 4 minutes, and the Tigers gave Coach Pastor his 100th career victory, completing a sweep on UCF with a 76-67 victory. Chris Crawford and Joe Jackson led the team with 19 points apiece. Adonis Thomas added 12, and DJ Stephens brought down 8 boards. The Tigers travel down to El Paso, Texas to take on UTEP tonight before returning home to Senior Day Saturday, where they host UAB in the final regular season home game of the year. The baseball team hosted a 3-game series with another 2012 NCAA regional team over the weekend in Louisiana Monroe. On Friday, Memphis won its 5th straight game, 4-2 behind 7 shutout innings from Sam Ball. The Tigers got on the board first with 2 runs in the 4th and added a run in the 6th to go up 3-0. In the 7th, Ethan Gross bailed Memphis out and saved a few runs with an amazing catch to end the inning. Louisiana Monroe put up 2 runs at the top of the 8th, but Memphis responded with an insurance run in the bottom of the 8th, and Jonathan Van Eaton shut down the Warhawks in the 9th for his 3rd save of the season. On Saturday, 2 first-inning runs were enough for the win thanks to another great day on the hill for the Tigers, this time coming from a 7-inning, 4-strikeout performance from Eric Schoenrock. Again, ULM added a late run in the 7th, but Memphis responded with a run in the bottom half of the inning, and Van Eaton picked up his 4th save, closing out a 3-1 win and the Tigers 6th straight to clinch the series. Then on Sunday, ULM got on the board early, plating 3 runs in the 3rd thanks to a pair of Memphis errors. The Warhawks scored 2 more in the 6th to extend its lead 5-1. Tigers stayed strong and plated runs in the 8th, and Jake Little added 1 in the 9th after getting an inning started with a triple, but ULM ended the threat with a strikeout to take the game and the 3rd game of the series 5-3. Well, after taking 6 of 7 from 2012 NCAA regional teams over the past 2 weeks, Tigers get some extra time to prepare for their series with Buffalo at FedEx Park this coming weekend. The series kicks off Friday at 6:30. Game 2 is Saturday at 2 o'clock, and they'll wrap up the series with Buffalo on Sunday at 1 o'clock. All those games will be broadcast live on the Memphis Tiger Network. Taking a trip to Hawaii, the Memphis softball team played in the Bank of Hawaii Invitational hosted by the University of Hawaii and took 2 of 5 games in that tournament, including a big upset over the host team, number 20 Hawaii, 5-0 on Saturday afternoon. Memphis took on Campbell University to start the tournament Friday with a 6-4 win, scoring 2 runs at the bottom of the 6th inning to secure the win. Jordan Ridgewood threw 4 1/3 strong innings and struck out 8, but Alan Roberts picked up the win, coming in for the final 1 2/3 innings to hold off the surging Camels and lead the Tigers to the victory. Then on Saturday, Memphis got off to a tough start, falling to Western Kentucky 7-2 due to a 7-run 4th inning from the Hilltoppers. But the Tigers bounced back in their night game against the 20th ranked Hawaii club, the host team in the tournament. Jordan Ridgewood and Ella Roberts combined to throw a 1-hit game and shut out the Rainbow Wahine 5-0. Memphis got on the board early, scoring a run at the top of the 1st, then scored 4 runs on 3 hits in the 2nd inning to take the 5-0 lead that would stick thanks to Ridgewood and Roberts, who fanned 10 batters and allowed just 1 hit in the game. The win is the first over a ranked opponent since the Tigers defeated 16th ranked Stanford on the road in 2011, only the 3rd in program history. We talked to Jordan Ridgewood after the game.
I thought that we played well in the first game in the first half, but we kind of died down a little, and I knew that beating Hawaii would be a really important game to us, so I just really wanted to go out there and show to my team and really be a leader and show that we can do it and we can beat big teams regardless of what's going on the field or outside the field.
On Sunday, Memphis played the Hawaii Rainbow Wahine again this time. Hawaii offense was too much for the Tigers, scoring 5 runs on 7 hits en route to the 5-1 win. Memphis closed out the tournament play Sunday night against Campbell, and despite out-hitting the Camels 9-5 and 7 strong innings from Ellen Roberts, the Tigers fell 3-2. Tigers will stay on the road for a few more games this week, traveling to Starkville, Mississippi on Wednesday to take on Mississippi State. Then Memphis opens up conference play over the weekend. They'll head to UTEP and they'll face the Miners in El Paso. Women's tennis continued its reign over ranked opponents this weekend, toppling 44th ranked St. Mary's on Sunday afternoon by a score of 4-2. Lady Tigers took a quick 1-0 lead after winning the doubles point for the first time in 4 matches. Stephanie McKesh and Caroline Wegner cruised to an 8-2 win at number 3 over Jade Frampton and Catherine Ludek, while Tiffany Welcher and Alyssa Hibbert defeated number 37 Catherine Isop and Elizabeth Searle 8-4 at the number 2 to clinch the point for Memphis. In singles, Hibbert won her 5th straight match 6-2, 6-2 over Frampton at number 5 to put Memphis up 2-0. Number 18, Jenny Julian, got the Gales on the board with a 6-1, 7-5 win over 23rd ranked Courtney Collins at number 1 to make it 2-1. Lady Tigers answered as Skylar Kuykendall beat Ludek 6-4, 6-2 at number 4. That extended Memphis' lead to 3-1. The Gales responded with a 1-6, 6-2, 6-2 win over number 3 as number 121 Danielle Flores defeated Lisa Timchenko to cut their lead to 3-2. And McKesh clinched the win for Memphis shortly after with a 7-6, 6-2 win over Charlotte number 6 to give the Lady Tigers the 4-2 victory. Lady Tigers open up Conference USA play on Friday when they'll host UCF at 2 o'clock at the Racket Club and then host a doubleheader on Sunday afternoon against St. Louis and Murray State. Women's basketball continued to struggle this weekend, falling for the 2nd straight game at East Carolina 69-52. After going down by 21 at the half, the Tigers couldn't dig their way out of the hole despite a 17-point second half from Nicole Dixon. Dixon led the game with 19 points and 7 rebounds. The 2 losses last week left the Tigers in a 5-way tie for 5th place in Conference USA with UCF, UTEP, Tulsa, and Houston. Memphis has one final Conference USA game to play. That'll be this Thursday at the El Marone Fieldhouse. It'll be a 7 o'clock start against Marshall. It is senior night for women's basketball. You can watch that game on the Memphis Tiger Network. Well, we introduce a new segment this week, and it's going to be called the Memphis Tiger Showcase Showdown. On this week's Showdown, we caught up with some freshman baseball players who took on the upperclassmen, and the loser had a special prize waiting at the end. So let's check it out.
All right, guys, little pop quiz today. Freshmen versus upperclassmen. See who the victor will be. First question, movie question. Name the movie that this quote is from. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more than life than being really, really ridiculously...
That'd be Zoolander.
That's correct. That is 1-0 upperclassmen.
Way before my time.
Okay. Here's another one. Another movie question. You guys know the movie Wedding Crashers? Okay. In the Wedding Crashers, what is rule number 76?
Yes. Go ahead, Mike. No excuses. Play like a champion.
That's correct. 2-0. 2-0 upperclassmen. All right, on to number 3. New show on television. I hear that you guys all watch it. Duck Dynasty. According to this week's episode of Duck Dynasty, what must you have every time you go into the woods? Ooh. Let's do that one more time. On the count of 3, I'll say hit it and see who gets it first. 1, 2. That's cool. We'll go upperclassmen on that one. Go ahead.
Always bring bug spray.
That's correct. 3-0. Freshman, you need to come back here. You need a big comeback here. All right. This is also a pretty recent question. If any of you watched the Oscars last week, What movie this year in the Oscars won Best Picture? Freshman.
I'm going to say Argo.
That's correct. And the freshmen are on the board. All right, you got one. So right now it is 3-1 upperclassmen. This next movie is a little bit out of all your time, but you've probably all seen it being baseball players. In the movie Major League, before the last game of the season, what did Pedro Serrano want for a little extra power?
He wanted a whole chicken.
That is correct. 4-1. It's turning into a blowout. All right. Question number 6. Another baseball question, not movie related. What two-time MVP fell just short of 500 home runs due to an illness prior to retiring in the 1930s?
Lou Gehrig.
That is correct again. All right, guys, it's 5-1. They get one more and they seal it. We'll go through all the questions, but okay. Now this one is to see how well you guys know each other on the team. So out of your entire team, there are only 7 of your teammates not from the state of Tennessee. Can you name those and where they're from? And the way we'll do this question is, no, just the state. And the way we'll do this is, whoever starts answering first. If you can't answer all 7, we'll let the other team try to finish it. Okay, so who wants it?
We'll start this. Then you can let that ring. All right.
Okay, go ahead.
Got Carter White,
Where's he from?
Alabama.
Okay.
Austin Hatfield.
Austin Hatfield's also from Alabama. Keaton Aldridge is from Michigan.
Okay.
Connor Porter is from Indiana.
Okay.
Alex Gunn, Mississippi.
And the lovely John Reed is from Oklahoma.
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
That's correct. We won't give you a bonus point for the city, but you got it. All right, we only have 3 more questions left. You guys got to get at least 2. Yeah. Come on. Okay. This is another old movie. You may or may not know it. What movie is this from? It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, a half pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses.
Blues Brothers.
That's correct. Guy likes himself some old movies here. All right, 2 more questions. This is a quick one.
What's the score? Oh, that's a little.
7-1 right now.
7-1. It's like we're home this year.
2 more questions. All right. Quick and basic one. Whatever comes to your head. Jennifer Lawrence or Miley Cyrus?
Jennifer Lawrence.
That is correct. That is correct. Absolutely. I was kind of hoping you said Miley Cyrus. Last question, okay? Now you should all know this one. You have your bat boy Stan Bronson. It's been around forever. This year, what number year is this for him? Oh, we got the freshman coming after it.
55th year.
That is correct, and they get it right. They got 3 on the board, but unfortunately,
That was the 6-point question.
that was not a 6-point question. Unfortunately, you still lost 7-3. So, what do we have for the losers?
One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. 2 can be as bad as 1. It's the loneliest number since the number 1.
Well, after a tough loss for the freshmen, they have requested a rematch, and you can look for that rematch for the upperclassmen later in the season. You can also watch the Showcase Showdown in its entirety if you go to the Memphis Tiger Network YouTube page. Just go to YouTube, search Memphis Tiger Network. You can also follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. You can go to the YouTube page, as we just said, and for all official information, stats, and releases, go to the official website of the University of Memphis Athletic Department, gotigersgo.com. For another edition of Overtime, I'm Jeff Brightwell.